I want to welcome everybody to this demonstration. Celebrities passing away at the age of 33. The tragic death of Ariela Lalangosta. Now, what we're going to cover in this demonstration, we're going to be taking a deeper look into the number 33, and also we're going to be covering the tragic death of this influencer. Salute to the replay gang. Salute to my moderators. Salute to the chat. All right, let's tap in to the story.
Brutally murdered on the Cross County Parkway. The nightlife influencer was found dead behind the wheel. She'd been shot multiple times on her way home from work. Now police are searching for whoever pulled the trigger, and they're trying to figure out why. Eyewitness News reporter Anthony Carlo is live in Inwood with more. Anthony?
Yeah, Sandra, there's quite a memorial outside of Opus Lounge here where Ariela Mejia Polanco worked for several years. A woman just walked up and lit a candle, tells us that she worked alongside her, and she describes Ariela as always being happy. Well, it's the exact opposite now that the nightlife community is feeling. And even though police say this killing was likely targeted, those who worked alongside Ariela are now in fear until this killer is caught. There's no small way someone who was than her name spelled out a big portrait right next to Opus Lounge, one of the spots she worked at. There's only one way people describe Ariela Mejia Polanco.
She's beautiful. She was beautiful. Pretty.
Known as Ariela Lalangosta on social media, it's that kind of admiration that attracted more than 500,000 followers. Her notoriety as an influencer naturally brought about shock with her death, especially in her community. Cardi B posting R.I.P. Dominican Pretty.
That's what it really hurts, Dominican, very beautiful. Such a thing like this, very, very sad.
It was Sunday morning at around 8 o'clock. Westchester County Police showed up to a grisly scene on the Cross County Parkway near the Broad Street Mount Vernon exit. Mejia Polanco was found dead behind the wheel of her G-Wagon, shot multiple times. She was headed home from work at Icon, New York in Inwood. The lounge writing in part, "Our hearts are broken. Your joy, your humility, and the way you treated everyone with so much care always made you stand out." Police are investigating this as a targeted killing, not random, but investigators are trying to figure out who wanted the influencer dead and why. Mejia Polanco's family tells us the 33-year-old was a great daughter and mother who leaves behind 2 children, ages 13 and 14.
I have a child too, and it's very heartbreaking to see these things.
Kind of frightening, though.
Yeah, it's very frightening, it is.
And again, that is what we've been hearing from many of the people we've spoken with. In fact, I have to stress that several of them were too afraid to go on camera because of the manner and the circumstances that Ariela was in which Ariela was killed. There have been no arrests at this point, as police again still search for the killer and also to identify a motive. Opus Lounge, where she worked for several years, releasing a statement saying in part that nightlife here in New York City has lost an angel.
So at this time, the law, the police, the authorities, they don't know what is behind this brutal killing. They're still investigating it. However, family and those that are close to her declined to come on camera and talk about this because, for fear of retaliation. I mean, the police don't believe that this was just some random act. They believe that she definitely was targeted. Appreciate this super sticker, Marie. So I've been doing a little digging on this number 33 because now she has lost her life at the age 33. Nipsey Hussle lost his life at the age 33. The Bronx rapper, Chicken Dundada, lost his life at 33. I believe T Hood. And there's a list. I mean, just a long list of celebrities and influencers that has lost their life at the age of 30. I mean, at the age of 33. So is this symbolic? What were they in some kind of cult that only they knew about? How is it? How is it that many of these celebrities and influencers are losing their lives at the age of 33? Is somebody sitting behind the scenes watching all of this? And maybe when these influencers or celebrities maybe get a little bit above the program, some say that Nipsey was unalive because he was bigger than the Rolling 60s program. Let me see what my chat is saying. Manny says, I heard 6ix9ine had a new album coming out, Sacrifice. And if so, this is what it seems to always happen. Every time artist or every time somebody, close to the artist has a album coming out, it seems like somebody close to that artist or even the artist end up losing their life. Marie says, you're welcome. There is something about that number. I see you, Mandy. 33 and 27. I see you, Taka. And I did do some investigation on this number. I see you, hey. Latasha, I see y'all down there. But such a tragedy when, anyone lose their lives. But for me, Ariela, she was a mom. She was a mom. And in my opinion, and it's just my opinion, a mom should be able to be alive to take care of their children. We're in a crisis in this country with the children not being raised proper. We're in the crisis of children growing up without their parents. So, such a sad, sad case. Now, we don't know what was behind it. I've done a demonstration and, a few people were in my comment section saying, but Shank, that female that the Chicken Dandada dude hit, she was in a gang. And if a female is in a gang, then whatever comes with the territory, they got to deal with it. Now, how do y'all feel about that? I mean, to me, I understand it, and this is why I tell females all the time, y'all can't be out here playing a man's game and don't expect man consequences. If you in a gang, you know what come along with being in a gang. I see you, Carla. Either the album is about to come out or write a tell-all book, they end up deleted as well themselves. Correct. So now, of course, I'm not saying that Ariela was in a gang, but I was just elaborating on a comment that one of my subscribers left on the replay gang. Now, many people knew her from her close relationship with Tekashi 6ix9ine. Many people knew her from her relationship with Tekashi 6ix9ine. And then, of course, she took off. And, in these kind of situations, whatever female is dating these rappers or celebrities, these females pretty much kind of get popular. But this number 33, y'all, this number 33, let's tap a little bit into the number 33. Give me a few seconds to load this clip up, and I'll come back. We're going to tap into the number 33. And can I get everybody to throw up some prayer hands in the chat for Ariela and her family?
Million followers.
The Ford Pro Commercial Summer Sales Event is here. Savings are heating up on the 2024 Ford pickup with best ones.
Now, the one thing that I did notice in doing my homework on the number 33, 33 is the number of influence. Ariela was an influencer. Nipsey Hussle was an influencer. So let's go deeper and find out some other things about this number 33.
You reach that 33-degree energy, a lot more possibilities are open to you.
There's 33 vertebrae in your spine. There's 33 years in the life of Jesus.
33 is the number of influence. That's why Jesus Christ died when he was 33 years old. And they made sure to associate that number within because he's the most influential dead man in the world. Freemason order goes up to 33 degrees too.
How important is the number 33 for the occult? Let's take a look. Jesus performed 33 miracles and many like him at the age of 33. He was crucified, mistreated, and buried at the age of 33. We want to understand how special is the number 33. King David reigned for a total of 40 years, but in Jerusalem, it was for 33 years. If you look for the geometry in architecture, 33 ranks, 33 sectors around the entire world. The human spine properly has 33 vertebrae. Our body resonates in 33 octaves, while the earth resonates in 33 harmonics. In the annals of mystical and esoteric traditions, certain numbers possess an allure that transcends mere arithmetic. One such number is 33, a figure imbued with layers of meaning that stretch across religions, philosophies, and the occult.
During the Middle Ages, alchemy was not only a philosophy and a science, but also a religion. Those who rebelled against the religious limitations of their day concealed their philosophic teachings under the allegory of gold making. In this way, they preserved their personal liberty and were ridiculed rather than persecuted. Alchemy is a threefold art, its mystery well symbolized by a triangle. Its symbol is 3 times 3, 3 elements or processes in 3 worlds or spheres. The 3 times 3 is part of the mystery of the 33rd degree of Freemasonry. And of course, this is talking about the top level or degree that one can achieve in Freemasonry. For 33 is 3 times 3, which is 9, the number of esoteric men and the number of emanations from the root of the divine tree. It is the number of worlds nourished by the 4 rivers that pour out of the divine mouth as the verbum fiat. Beneath the so-called symbolism of alchemy is concealed a magnificent concept. For this ridiculed and despised craft still preserves intact the triple key to the gates of eternal life. Realizing, therefore, that alchemy is a mystery in 3 worlds, the divine, the human, and the elemental, it can easily be appreciated why the sages and philosophers created and evolved an intricate allegory to conceal their wisdom.
And this is deep. This is deep. Anybody want to chop it up on what we heard so far? Like I said, this is just deep. This is, but it's real. Now, this is real. But how does this tie in with these influencers? Let's see what the chat is saying. I looked it up and it can mean death. Christ was 33. I see you, Yummy. I see everybody. What should we take from this? the 33. And we always got to keep in mind that everything that was created for a purpose. Nothing was created. I know when we were young, they were trying to say that the world was created from the Big Bang Theory, meaning that it was a big explosion and everything sprung forth from that big explosion. No. I do not believe that at all. Whoever, whether it was one individual or whether there were multiple individuals, whomever is responsible for creating this universe, they knew exactly what they were doing. I see you, Goddess Marie. I see y'all. The streets is talking and saying that shot was to shake up 6ix9ine, almost like a warning. He is a target. I'm from New York City, Brooklyn. Facts. Now, word on the street. Now, I did hear that 6ix9ine possibly had some kind of, not that he, pulled the trigger, but it was retaliation for 6ix9ine ratting on the gang. I forgot the name of that gang that 6ix9ine was a part of, that he ratted on. So then I heard another thing that her current boyfriend, was robbing people. He didn't snitch. Remember that. So the streets is talking. The streets is definitely talking. Or, like I said, could her death at 33, could it just been just a coincidence? Is it possible? Because, whenever a person of color passes away, it's always some kind of Illuminati conspiracy behind it. Could we just be reaching? But let's tap into just a little bit more of this number 33.
From the miracles of Jesus Christ to the geometric principles hidden in ancient architecture, the number 33 weaves a tapestry of cosmic significance. This tale will take you on a journey through history, religion, and society, unraveling the profound mysteries of this sacred number. Chapter 1, The Miracles and Sacrifice of Jesus. The story of Jesus Christ is one of the most well-known narratives in history. Born in Bethlehem, his life and teachings have shaped the course of civilization. Among the many fascinating aspects of his life, the number 33 stands.
Wait, is this you when trying to build a website? Because I got you. Oh?
Stands out prominently. Jesus is said to have performed 33 miracles, acts that showcased his divine nature and brought hope to the people. From turning water into wine at the wedding in Cana to raising Lazarus from the dead, these miracles were more than mere displays of power. They were symbols of spiritual transformation.
Now, we did hear him mention about the sacrifice, and we'll get into that. Now, people talk about these influencers and these rappers have to go through this ritual, and sacrifice is a part of it. Let me see where we at. I see you, Cotan, Goddess. Hey, he testified against the 9 Trey Bloods. So could it have been a retaliation hit? But here's my thing. I don't believe that Ariela and Tekashi was in a relationship now. I don't believe that they were, seeing each other now. Why would they hit Ariela? Why wouldn't they hit Tekashi's present girlfriend? Or could Ariela had something to do with the snitching herself? Don't know. I'm only trying to get to the bottom of this. Don't mean to offend nobody, all right? James probably right. I just said that probably was a warning to him. Could it have been a warning? I mean, the way how things are today, things are a whole lot different from 20 years ago, 30 years ago. I see you, Drea. People move completely different. Affiliation, she was involved. So could that have been, could it been a stalker? Could it been a jealous ex-boyfriend? Who knows? Who knows? I mean, she at the time of her death, she had close to 1 million followers. I believe she had 500,000 followers. But let's tap back into more of this number 33. She knew too much as well. And that's another thing. And that's why you got to be careful. Ladies, y'all got to be careful when y'all in these relationships with these men. Men, y'all got to be careful when y'all in these relationships with these women. Because your boyfriend might be about that life. You might just be just a college girl. You might be a square. But when some real ish pop off, they're not going to take in consideration that you was a college girl, you was a square, you didn't know, what was going on. Vice versa, same way with the fellas. But let's tap back into a little bit more of this number 33.
At the age of 33, Jesus faced crucifixion, a pivotal moment that holds deep symbolic resonance. Crucified, buried, and resurrected on the third day, his sacrifice and triumph over death underscore the themes of redemption and eternal life. The number 33 here is not just a marker of age, but a beacon of hope and renewal, a testament to the idea that even in the darkest of times, light can prevail.
Right now, there's a concept called angel numbers, that there are numbers that people associate with angels and potentially with their guardian angels. And 33 is one of the most popular of these numbers. If you're not familiar with this, again, it's important to know these things because this is what the world is putting out. There's lots of movements and new age beliefs centered around angels, around contacting them, communing with them, praying to them. And so this is a concept that you'll find frequently in this belief system. Angel number 33 is an auspicious sign from your angels that you are in alignment with your divine creative source and able to manifest whatever you desire into form. When your angel sends you a message containing a number with a high vibration like angel number 33, it is a reminder of your connection to divine source and the ascended masters. Angels are sending you a message that when you're seeing this number, if it's popping up, it's because you're getting a message from the angelic realm, from the ascended masters. Angel numbers are sent to us by divine forces to remind us of their presence in our lives.
Let me know how y'all feel about this. Once again, like I said, this is very deep. It's getting very deep. Everyone on the replay gang, definitely let me know how y'all feel about the breakdown of this number 33. I will allow this to be an open panel. And if anybody want to come up from the chat and join me, and if you're watching this on the replay gang, you won't be able to join me on the panel because this demonstration had already been broadcast. But I dropped the link for anyone that's in the chat that would like to join me on the panel and chop it up about this number 33, as well as the tragic death of Ariela. Dre says 33 is also a high masonry number. Yes, that's 33 degrees of knowledge. Let me see if I can find any more information on Ariela before we get out of here, y'all. we already tapped into this, y'all. Let me see what my chat is saying. Drea says 33 is also the number of skull and bones. Already sent y'all that. If anyone would like to become a member, just click on the green, just click on that StreamYard, not the StreamYard link. Let me click on this link that my moderator, Alicia, dropped. If you would like to join the channel and become a member, just click on that YouTube link that my moderator, Drea, dropped. Skull and Bones is a secret society George Bush was a part of while in college. And that's facts. That's facts, y'all. It was something that I had seen, a clip. That's what I'm looking for. No, that's not it.
Put a fresh spin on savory pork with big steakhouse vibes with flame-kissed wood smoke.
Rapper Takashi.
This might be it, y'all. Let me run it. This might be it. I see you, Cheryl. This might be it. Shantae, I see y'all.
She's 6'9", is mourning his friend and Dominican influencer Ariela Lalangosta. Following the content creator's death, the rapper posted multiple Instagram stories paying tribute to his late friend, including one which translated to, "There is no heart more beautiful." Another one he uploaded said, "Tremendous woman" in Spanish. Her cause of death has not yet been made public. Lalangosta, who amassed over 550,000 followers on Instagram, worked at Icon New York, a restaurant and lounge. In a statement to People magazine, the establishment noted that the influencer was at work the night before she died on August 17th. In a separate Instagram post, Icon New York remembered the late content creator, sharing, "Today we lost our shining star, Ariela Lalangosta. Our hearts are broken. Your joy, your humility, and the way you treated everyone with so much care always made you stand out. Thank you for giving so much love and support to our home, which also became yours. To Ariela's family, we are here for anything you need. We still can't believe it. You are our smile, our happiness. We love you, and we will miss you forever." The restaurant also noted it will remain closed until Thursday out of respect for their beloved team member, adding, "She was a brilliant, humble soul with incredible energy, the kind of person who could light up any room she entered. She will be deeply missed by all of us. Please take a moment to cherish and love your own loved ones. Life is precious."
I see you, Shelly. Appreciate that cash donation, Shelly. And can I get everybody to throw up some prayer hands for Shelly? I did see a comment down here from the chat. Yahweh was 33 when he was crucified. The Trinity is 3. He rose in 3 days. I see you, Tan. She got shot up. That's the cause of death. Right. you know who? Everybody knows that she got piled up. So what is she talking about, Chandra? trying to. Most of the stuff that was sent to me is videos and YouTube. YouTube definitely won't monetize the video. Now, I don't know if this is, because then you got to be careful. I got to be careful with the information that I take in. So they're definitely saying that it was meant for her boyfriend, her partner, but the partner is not Tekashi 6ix9ine. Let me see what else this is. I don't want to put that out there because but they're definitely saying that it was meant for her partner. So information has it that the boyfriend unharmed as Ariela was unalive in her Mercedes G-Wagon car. Rumors have it that Ariela was killed in taste of the city bar at Crown Heights Club. It says Dominican influencer Ariela, popularly known as Ariela the Lobster, has passed away. Unconfirmed social media reports claim this is definitely not an update. Let me get out of this. I see you, Miss Belinda. I see y'all be changing y'all names up, and I gotta look, and I be like, is that so and so? I see you, Miss Belinda. Appreciate you. Chandra says crazy work. Miss Print Sweetie. Someone is sending a message. It seems like that to me. Someone is definitely sending a message. How many of y'all knew who she was? Drop a one. Drop a one if you knew who she was. Drop a two if you didn't know who she was. I didn't follow her. I wasn't following her, but I knew who she was from Tekashi. All right. Most of y'all didn't know who she was. All right, y'all. I do see some updates, but it's nothing concrete, and I don't want to put nothing out here. Let me give me a second, y'all. Let me stroll down this. I don't want to be just putting out no anything. But sad to say, that's how it goes in the industry. You're right, Latasha. You're definitely right. Sad to see a beautiful woman like that to lose her life. That's facts, James. That's facts. And as of right now, by we not knowing what it was about. You know, she could have just been minding her business. You know, like I said, a crazy stalker could have been trying to, you know what I'm saying, flirt with her or talk with her. You know, she might have smiled at the Joker, you know, and the Joker just automatically assumed, oh, she wants me, you know, so. But I do know ladies have a hard time because it's so much that they got to watch out for. I don't see nothing new, y'all. I don't see nothing new. So when something new comes available, I definitely will share it with you all. I'm so thankful my son and nephew turned down that contract. When I say prayer works, I mean it works. And I'm glad that they turned it down too. You know, so many of us have sold our souls to the devil, and it cost us our lives. It cost us the lives of our family members. Because once you sign your name on that dotted line, somebody else owns you. Somebody else owns you. And yeah, they're going to come with the fancy cars, the fame. Yeah, they're going to give you an advancement. Yeah, they're going to make everything look real good for you. Cardi B knows her. She gave her an RIP shout out. Yes, I saw that. So I'll leave the chat running and you all can hang around. I'll see everybody back on the next demonstration. Salute, y'all. I'd like to place an order. Yeah. Hey, let me get a chicken box and a half and half. All right, good looking out. Tinted window screaming after law out my mouth. I'm switching lanes from up north to down south. Now everybody trying to figure how I put it down. I took my show on the road straight out of town. Pee-wee is my nigga, so you know I brought some crooks with me. 1998, they tried to throw the book at me. Tell me what you see every time you take a look at me. A straight P, I only be where the hookers be. A old head, but still can pull any fly chick. One thing's for sure, you never see me ride a nigga dick. I got a thoroughbred who loves to call me pretty daddy. Through Alabama, getting hit in a pink caddy when I come through. Everybody knows me. The young niggas love me. They call me they OG. Go and do your homework about the shit that I spit. They gon' tell you that nigga Shank is legit. A chicken box a half and half when I'm switching lanes. I'm switching lane. A chicken box a half and half when I'm switching lanes. When I'm switching lane. A chicken box a half and half when I'm switching lanes. When I'm switching lane. A chicken box a half and half when I'm switching lanes. When I'm switching lane. I eat a chicken box before I play a game of spades. I guess a half and half is sweet tea mixed with lemonade. Some brown liquor with a Coke to sharpen up my skills. I switch lanes cause I only fuck with the real. Now she's a winner, so I got to keep her on my team. Plus I'm a real one, so I never ever sell her dreams. You wanna know if I'll quit or if I'll stop? But they say it ain't over till your casket drops. A chicken box a half and half when I'm switching lanes. When I'm switching lane. A chicken box a half and half when I'm switching lanes. When I'm switching lane. A chicken box a half and half when I'm switching lanes. When I'm switching lane. A chicken box a half and half when I'm switching lanes. When I'm switching lane.